Yeah.
We're going to talk about The Boys season finale. We're going to drop the trailer here for those listening. And boom. Can we talk spoilers in this or what?
Yeah, we'll just have a water cooler talk about this, man. So we're just going to do straight spoilers. This is the finale of this whole show.
There's a water cooler talk.
So after people finish work on Sunday nights, you watch a show and you come in Monday mornings and people are on their breaks in the office. They talk about TV shows.
Oh, okay.
By the water cooler.
You don't, like, motherfuckers be getting drunk under a tree in the South. Under the tree talk.
You know, you go on break with the people you get along with at work and you talk about the TV shows you like.
That's a break room discussion.
Monday, yeah, break room discussion, water cooler talk. You know, that's what it is.
Cooler talk. That's so Canadian. I love it, man.
What do you guys do on break? Go to Subway?
I told you, you be getting drunk under a tree.
At work?
Yeah, like, Kyle, wake up, bro. You're still on the clock. What? Still on the clock, bro. Hell yeah, it's real out here, Casey.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just straight spoilers.
Niggas, no, wake up. Poke him with a stick, make sure he ain't dead. That's what we do on our break room.
Sounds great.
Did he die? Poke him a couple times and they fart. They're like, nah, he's still alive. Hell yeah, I got Sam's Club stories. That's for a whole nother episode. Water cooler. Drunk on the tree. So yes, going to this Boys finale. So much happened. So many reveals.
Overall, what do you think of the episode?
I enjoyed it, but we said this off the podcast, but we're gonna say it on the podcast now. I am sick of all this plot armor.
Mm-hmm.
The boys with Huey. Huey has plot armor, but nobody has the most plot armor like Butcher. Good lord.
Yeah.
Finger or something.
Yeah, that ending part. I get that dude was feeling bad for him because his girl just got murdered, but come on, man. He teethed out your son. Got to take an arm or a leg or something. Something's got to go.
Leg or something, man. You can just like...
Yeah, man. Homelander.
Oh, my pride. You just murdered a whole room of people. You locked the door and you're like, the eyes turned red. This man just murdered... Well, he didn't murder. Mutilated the woman you were greasing.
Yeah.
Took out one eye. Instead of beating that man, you know what he beat? His meat. Beat his meat. And then he went to like the top of a building and pissed on the mirror. And that's how
I heard that was a scene that was supposed to be in season 1, but they couldn't play it because they thought it was too edgy, too risque, so they didn't want to put it in there. But they threw it in here at the end because it works out perfect.
I was like, damn, homie.
Man, he's telling himself he could do whatever he wants. You know how many people done that regular shit? People, you know how regular that is that he was doing? People take pictures on buildings, man. That's not that big of a deal on Instagram.
Nothing, man. That's a Friday afternoon. That's that water cooler talk right there.
That ain't that big deal, man. I was like, come on, man. At least do it from space or something. People be on buildings doing wild shit all the time.
Hell yeah. You be like,
has he been to Brooklyn?
All over them, peed on me. Like, no, man juice.
Has he been to the Bronx, Brooklyn? Come on, man. Hey, that's regular stuff, man. Come on, bro.
That's what the vampires were really worried about. Love juice.
Yeah, but no, the episode was great. I enjoyed it. Had me on the edge of my seat, but then by the end, I was like, man, people are too safe. These guys got to go. You know what I mean? Huh?
Somebody needed to lose a finger or something. The best moment was when Stormfront, you know how they have that, like, girls do it better. So
yeah.
They finally, like, you know, they gave us that moment that Marvel was trying to give us with the women.
Yeah.
They all came together and beat the dog shit out of Stormfront.
And that was great. That was satisfying to watch. I don't like seeing nobody get hurt, but like, man, that was so satisfying to see that beat down. I was like, it was funny. The French guy was like, "Oh, girls really do it better," or something like.
What's the specialty? Is it the slimy and greasy?
What do you mean?
Everybody kind of has like a specialty in the boys. Like Mother's Milk, allegedly in the comics, he has powers. He has like super strength. They never showed it. They kind of hinted at it because they got in that car accident, and my boy came out.
I saw that, and I was like,
you know, just like, you know, it's nothing, baby.
I was like, this man is safe. He didn't even get a scratch on his face. Nothing.
So it's just like, it's like
that was some foreshadowing for sure.
Foreshadowing.
But the other guy's powers, he knows how to make drugs and stuff to be able to kill superheroes. He tried to grease the woman.
That's his power, man.
He's just a slick talking greaser.
He's like that.
He knows how to make weapons to kill mutants. These soups.
he did that the first season, but this episode he's just like mon ami. He's like a hornier Gambit.
He's just like, he pretty much is like Gambit.
She go, I go.
He's Pepper Le Pew.
Yeah, he's Pepper Le Pew. That's all he did. Like,
But nah, he had all the weapons. He made all this stuff, all these inventions, and it was in the car, but the car got blown up. So that whole plan went out the window.
Man, he was on vacation this season.
Yeah, he's pretty much on vacation.
The break. Huey put in some work this season. My boy got stabbed. He went on some espionage missions a couple of times.
Yeah.
Huey put in some work. Lamplighter? Well, no, he was dead. A-Train did an okay job this episode.
I liked A-Train this time, man. He was great. He was funny. Everything he had was great.
A-Train's been great. Homelander. I kind of want a more reckless Homelander next.
Is her name Starlight?
Yes, Starlight.
She was probably one of my favorite like underdog characters who I didn't really care for in the first season, but I ended up liking this character in this one. Like for everything she was doing.
It was all about like pulling her in what direction she wanted to go in. Like, are you gonna go full like vault or bot and like be like a Homelander part 2?
Yeah.
Join the boys and be villainous.
But I like the way she went for the butcher. Yeah, but like from the first episode, how she was blackmailing dude, I was like, oh man, she's the butcher, but just a evolved version. You know what I mean? She's not a bigot. You know, so like. I was like, she's a dope character on the rise. Like she looks like a little sweetie pie girl, but then she could be mad ruthless. So I like that little balance that they put in there. So she was one of my favorite characters for sure that I wasn't expecting to like so much in this season.
I'm ready for the Deep to just go off. Like he kind of went off at the end.
Yeah.
He's with that Scientology church pretty much.
So was that whole thing pointless then?
Yeah.
The whole Scientology thing? Because like, the guy got his head blown off.
Because they have roots with Nazis. They kind of.
Yeah, but it's like that didn't even have to be a thing. They just kept the Deep around for that. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Foreshadowing for season 3, probably.
Maybe.
There's a lot of foreshadowing for Soldier Boy in this season.
Yeah, for sure.
Statue, and then they had like a picture of him. He's like their version of Captain America.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And he's going to be in season 3. They say he's worse than Homelander.
I'm excited to see who he is. I'm hoping that he was a guy who was already in season 1 or 2, and he's just been walking by us this whole time. I hope they pull something.
Soldier Boy, yeah, we see a statue. I saw a statue this episode. I believe it was.
Yeah, no, it was in the beginning, like catch you up.
Yeah, it was one of the speeches they were giving them, and his statue was there.
Yeah, it was in the key, like to what happened, the recap part of the episode. That's where it was. But I hope they do something where it's like it was this guy who was around the whole time, but we didn't know he had powers.
I still don't know what they're gonna do with what's that Batman guy? What's his name?
Oh, Black Noir?
Black Noir, yeah, because people are like, could he be a clone?
They nerfed him so quick in this.
But I'm just like, if he is a clone of Homelander, that means Homelander has a peanut allergy. They never mentioned that. I don't think he's a clone. I think he's somebody different.
Yeah,
His
they
face
nerfed
is
him.
Hard up. I don't know. Maybe he's that, like I said, that Edgar guy. Maybe he's his son or some kind of connection with the Edgar guy.
Yeah, but they definitely nerfed him. They made him so like from being something he could have been so ill to like peanut allergy, just nerfed him so quick. So that was kind of disappointing because he didn't even show up in the ending fight. Like he was just out the whole episode.
Now he got hit with the EpiPen, man. He was probably out watching TV.
Playing Xbox.
He's like, ugh.
He really just took him out. If he was in this episode, it would have been a wrap for the boys. He would have just showed up with Stormfront.
The conveniences with it. I like the reveal of Victor, what's her name? Victoria Newman.
Who's that?
The main villain who's like blowing people's heads up.
That was great.
Because they modeled her character off of Alexandra Cortez.
Yeah.
She's like a what does she do? She's a U.S. representative. She's in the Democrat Party. She's very vocal. She's born in the Bronx, and she had like a dance video and all these things.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, so it made us like her.
Yeah, that's part of her. Like, so like they took her personality.
Yeah,
we saw that and we're like, oh man, she's just like AOC.
Nope.
That's how they got us. How they hit us with the blinders.
Yeah, this show does a genius job of like being contemporary and parallel what's happening with right now. except like putting us in a position of tricking us with it. You know what I mean? And actually making us see things for what it is right now. And it's like out right now. Like the whole kid going shooting the guy because he thinks, oh, this could be a soup, and he has to kill soups, from the racist stuff that the Stormfront's saying on the news. It's just genius writing, man. It's genius.
And my thing is, we realize that she's a soup, and soups haven't been able to naturally conceive children.
And she said she has a kid.
Because she always talks about her daughter all the time. So I'm thinking maybe she's one of the like first ones, kind of like Homelander, because Homelander is like the only one that people know of was able to have a kid, because like they protect his son so much. You're like, oh man, we finally got to work. So maybe Vought has her daughter, and that's why her interest is with them, because she's always talking about her daughter, but you never see her.
Maybe, yeah. That's
one of my theories.
But Mother's Milk, if Mother's Milk has powers, and he has a daughter, so how does that get into play?
Mother's Milk powers in the comics came to him by birth. His mom was working at the Compound V factory, and she was exposed to it just being around it, and that's how he was born with like super strength. But in order for him to keep that power, every couple of months he has to go to his mom and drink that milk.
Okay.
He'll get frail and like die.
Okay. So how do they make that make sense?
He's shaped like the Hulk. And what pisses me off in the show, I'm like, because I read the books and stuff, I was like, nigga, punch somebody. You have these powers. Like, do something. I was like, are they waiting on season 3? But even that, I feel like it's going to be a disservice to the fans, because you're going to be like, yo, for 3 years I've been watching this show. This whole time, this man could have
hiding behind walls, shooting guns.
All he's been doing is hiding, wearing dope T-shirts. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very excited for season 3, and I have no idea where it's going. So that's great. Because when this ended, I was like, man, I want more. And that's a great thing to have when you're watching a TV show. It sucks when you're watching a show and you're like, come on, man, end it. Yeah. Like, it had a couple of shaky moments in this season where I was like, okay, this storyline, it's good, but it's not like, all right, like the Frenchie and the girl character, like their whole relationship. I was like, okay, let's get over this already. Like, and they wrapped it up. But I was over that, you know what I mean? But I felt like they're starting to stretch it out a little too long. It had
for her to talk like something, man.
Yeah, I thought she was going to talk there when she was laughing at the end, but she just laughed, and then she did some sign language. I was like, okay, all right.
She's not bad to look at, so I'm not even mad at Frenchie. I was like, you got good taste.
Frenchie has amazing taste, like Claire. Woo.
So Victoria Newman, she did the fake terrorist attack so they could sell more Compound V.
That was genius.
So, but the thing is, how her power works is you always have to be in her sight.
Yeah.
So there's like a scene where she's giving where Homelander shows up. She's giving like a speech, and she's just staring his ass down.
Yeah.
I watched it back now. I was like, she waiting to see if he's gonna pop off so she could pop him off.
Yeah, exactly. And I like the way, watching back the scene in the courtroom, she's looking scared, but she's looking at everybody.
Yeah,
so
she's
it's like
targets to blow up.
Yeah, it's so dope the way they did it, because I didn't even notice that until I went back and watched that scene on YouTube, and I was like, oh shit. She was looking at the people popping them away, and like she looked so scared it fooled me, and I thought she was just like in shock.
Campaign manager and everything. She's like, I ain't paying you this much. I ain't paying you this much.
My thing was, why didn't she take out Stormfront in that moment?
They need Stormfront. Stormfront is, this is what I think. They didn't kill her. They took off a couple body parts.
She's still alive.
She's gonna come back with different body parts. They're gonna rehabilitate her. She's gonna be like, I'm anti-Nazi. Then she's gonna join Soldier Boy's team as their female version of Thor.
Possibly. Because that's what she's in the comic, right? Like, he loses an eye in the comic, right? I think the dude. Yeah, he lost an eye in the comic. Yeah, I'm going to check out the comic. This did an amazing job to get me excited to go read the comic.
Comic ain't that good, Casey. I ain't going to lie.
Damn. I'm going to have to ski mask it regardless, but it's 12 gigs, so I'm going to put the first couple on there.
Get your hopes up, man. Comic ain't as good as the show.
Damn, really, eh?
Yeah, man. And then Huey, he looks like
he looks more like his dad, but bald, right?
Yeah, Simon Pegg, yeah. So that's why they brought him to play his dad. Like,
yeah, because seeing the pictures of the combo character, I was like, yo, that looks just like that guy. Like,
it's just wild shit in the comics. Like Black Noir, like randomly raped Huey.
Oh man, what the hell?
What the hell? It had none to do. That's why I was like, comic ain't that good, Casey.
Damn. It's like how many issues? Like 100 issues?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like one guy whose power like just likes having sex with inanimate objects, and it just got too wild. And then finally, like an asteroid was about to hit Earth, and he's like, you know what? It's my calling. So he went out to space and he fucked the asteroid until it exploded and he died.
Foolishness. My thing with this show is the beauty of this show to me is that comic book creators and people who are making the MCU movies, and I know they're all watching this show too, and it's showing them all the things, the obvious crap that they can't get away with and do. Yeah. So it's like a ping pong effect. Casey? Huh?
Steel sharpening steel, like you always say.
Yeah, exactly. So they're going to see this and they're going to be like, okay, we can't be doing that cheesy stuff. It's not going to work like the X-Men movies. So we got to do it better. We got to do this. And it just makes them be better. So I'm very excited for the new stuff we're going to be getting, especially with this whole COVID break. These guys are going to be able to really put the pen to their work.
Yeah, man, better be writing.
Sharpen it up and erase all that crappy stuff they're trying to rush to get the projects out. So I'm very excited for all the comic book stuff, comic book movies, TV shows we're going to be getting very soon. This show, honestly, is one of the best comic book shows I've seen. And I can't wait for season 3. I can't wait.
No can't more plot armor, man. Hurt Butcher. Make him lose a finger or something.
Yeah, the boys got to catch a cut tail. The boys got to catch a real cut tail. Like, they didn't really get an L. They were in a basement for the whole time.
They were people, but when it comes to them, we're going to lightly push you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Other people getting strangled with cuckoo-luxes and all types of stuff.
Exactly.
Slightly push for you.
It's a little comedic little tap on the backside.
We'll explode this person, but you're fine. Like, come on, man. Somebody.
Yeah, exactly. I will say, though, with wrapping this up, there's a new cartoon coming out on Amazon Prime that looks amazing. It's a comic book that is amazing by the same writer as The Walking Dead, called Invincible. That's going to be check that show out, because that comic book is...
Have you read the book?
Not the whole thing yet, but I have them all. And since I got my tablet, I'm going to be reading those things. I'm going to finish that off. But that thing it's great so far. And that cartoon,
I like Robert Kirkman's writing, so
yeah. It is exactly, it looks just like the comic book. It doesn't look like anything cheesy. The only thing, it has a bit of 3D in it with the planes and stuff like that, but it looks almost exactly like the comics. So
we're talking about comic books right before we wrap this up.
Yeah.
I bought that Batman Blu-ray.
Okay.
Red Hood, where it's Choose Your Own Adventure.
Oh, it came out?
It comes out tomorrow, so I'm going to try it out.
I heard it's better to have the Blu-ray than the
don't get the digital, because you can't really like pick your decisions.
Oh, okay.
But with the Blu-ray, you could do it like a Choose Your Own Adventure story.
Yeah, I might have to pick that up.
I'm about to be doing some ratchet shit now.
I'm gonna definitely grab that for the PS4.
Save the kid or grease his mom. Grease his mom.
Now that's an interesting idea. I'm glad DC cartoons are taking chances like that.
Yeah, so I'll have a review for that this week.
But I gotta say thank you to the people who made The Boys. They're taking a show, and it's not even the biggest budget, and they're doing amazing things with it and putting this comic book whole thing on its head. And it's, in my opinion, it's going to be challenging everything that these other comic book creators who have the multi-billion dollars to play with, what they're coming with.
All right, I'm getting my notes together for Lovecraft, man.
Cool.